So impressed. Do you think she looked impressed? You thought it was pretty good, him? Yeah. We were talking about June earlier before the lady came up to me and she's like, "Excuse me, we're closing." I was like, "Okay, I gotta finish this." Oof. Like she couldn't, think all of that in a minute. They mentioned it. Did they mention why the guy's eyes went white when he was doing math? Math? They do mention some stuff about the eyes, but like again, it went by so quickly that I'm not entirely sure. I do acknowledge that I probably missed some stuff, like it goes by so quickly. You do have to concentrate, that's for sure. But again, like I said, it's really refreshing to be introduced to a new universe. You're looking good, beautifully good characters. Thank you. There's still at least one more film coming and a HBO series. Oh, really? Did they mention why there's no AI in June? Because bad things happen with it and AI is banned in that universe. No, they didn't. But then there was actually like, I didn't necessarily mean that needed to be in the movie because like there wasn't necessarily AI to begin with. Like there wasn't like, I feel like that's kind of like, what's the word? Sundry information? Sundries? What's the word? Superfluous information that wasn't critical to the story. That, to me, at least, that sounds like non-critical information because it's not like a huge part of their story is, oh, you know, why don't we just have AI for this? You know, and they didn't have AI that they were tackling with, so it wasn't really something that came up, I think. Ugh. You don't think they got into that in the film? No. Hey Ali, since Australia is letting Susan and PR back into the country again, would you be tempted to head back home? Great, Michelle, I was actually thinking of going back for my birthday next month, but I can't because Honoka is still sick and Maria is heading overseas and she needs someone to look after her hedgehog, so I offered to take care of her hedgehog. So I'm looking after two pets who cannot be left alone for an extended period of time. So I'm just gonna like stay at home and be a crazy pet lady for my birthday. But I don't know. Maybe I could do Christmas, but then I really don't know. I've definitely considered it. And then originally I was looking at like maybe March, April because tickets were cheaper then. But then now that it's like quarantine free and everything, it's like, damn, I should really go back earlier. I just don't know when. They didn't elaborate on those details as far as I remember. Hi Duncan Construction. Ali, shall we have lunch together? I never really am able to stream during lunchtime, I guess. On a weekend maybe, but yeah. Well needed, no. People have to do nasty shit to themselves instead of having computers. I guess. Mitsuo, hello. You don't go to Mokombi nightclub, Friday night, many people happy drink. Mitsuo, that's really not my kind of thing. Was the lady proud of you, Ali, that you ate all the food? I didn't ask. Take them with you. Now you have a hedgehog too, Pogachu. Not yet, not yet. If the movie achieved to inspire wonder in you, then that's good. We always need more June people. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that really like sort of got me thinking was like, damn, you know, like it's so crazy to be able to vision the future and yet not be able to change it. Like how messed up is that? You know, have all these visions of the future and then just be like not be able to do anything about it. Like it's just, it is what it is. And it's kind of like, I do really like the fact that I feel like it felt like, okay, you have visions of what happens, but it's not cliche as fuck. Like it's not like, oh, this will happen, and then oh, it happens, and it's just like it's really like almost nuanced. I don't know. Ugh. Crazy Pet Lady title confirmed. Have you ever seen a rip-off movie that was surprisingly good? I'm pretty sure I have, but I'm someone who forgets movies and lore and just everything. So I'm someone who will enjoy a moment in the moment and then be like, I remember I enjoyed that moment. But then if you ask me to detail a lot of the stuff, I'd be like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. They're like, did you even watch the movie? I'm like, yeah, I did. I remember enjoying it. I remember these bits and pieces. Like the fact that I remember that they did very, very briefly explain spice in one sentence in the entire movie. I can remember that, but if you asked me more about it like another week from now, I'd be like, what? Oh, I mean, because the spice is like, the explanation of spice is like, that's like a fundamental thing. So I guess I understood that, and that's easier to remember. But I don't know, just if you gave me like certain facts from the movie or quotes, I'd be like, yeah, I forget that. Whew. Hi, thunderstorms. Whenever you decide to come back to Australia, I hope you have a seamless journey back. Thanks, Grims. Hyuk hyuk. Hi, Cal. The big thing about June is that so many other works have stolen from it. Star Wars in particular. It's really interesting because I definitely enjoyed it way more than Star Wars. Sorry, Star Wars. Sorry, Star Wars, not sorry. It's like, I don't know, I just never super got into the concept of Star Wars. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it was the production of it, but maybe it's just the fault of the producers, but it just doesn't have as, for me at least, it just didn't seem to have as much substance as I feel I get from Dune compared to, is that really bad for me to say? The Spice Vessel, the director did a really good job with the Blade Runner sequel and with the movie Arrival, so I knew Dune would be fine. Oh. Also, Ali now knows the litany against fear. Villeneuve also did the incredible Arrival. Spice. Oh, I recognize that Zabujiba. Oh, it's Roppongi technically, actually. Oh. So cool. Ali, me intereso private life with you, I like you. Wait, what? Kill Bill always hits the spot. You watched all of the Kill Bill when you were 6. Kill Bill always hits the spot. Wait, what? What spot are we hitting? Spice is a drug that alters the mind. It allows the navigators to perceive space-time in a way that they can navigate wormholes. Oh! So you see, that's a much more detailed explanation, Life, which is very, very interesting. It's a very, very interesting concept. So like, yes, there was a hallucinogenic effect, but then also like, and I understand that it was important in space travel, but not particularly how and why that is. So that kind of makes sense, and thank you for that information. It's very interesting. Pretty sure SW had no relatable stuff for Ellie. Do you mean that like I'm relatable? That I relate? Or I guess you mean because like Star Wars was obviously very, very focused on the male protagonists. Is that